What's going on, YouTube? It's Youngling Jr. So, man, tomorrow is it's gonna be a big day for Eligio Bishop, right? And Carbonation. So he has a bond hearing again, once again, 9 o'clock a.m. All right, and it's gonna be at DeKalb County, and I don't think it's gonna be any different than previously if his May 6th bond hearing when he was denied a bond because first he was dangerous to the community, and also too he was a flight risk. He has to maybe have the potential ability to miss trial, and you see it's like some amount of evidence of this man abusing his carbonation members. I mean, I was just listening to you listen to Velvet, you listen to Joy. Joy was actually involved in, she was a victim of false imprisonment. It's videos of her. You can look at it at the T, or just Google it on or Google it, or just search it on YouTube. It was her and her child, and she went live on Instagram Live. A lot of them went live, and or not only to for evidence, but to actually to use this as evidence one day to sit up here and say like, hey, they're a witness, and Eligio Bishop, this cult leader, is going crazy. They do that for their own type of journaling. And it's just a way that too he kind of encouraged them to actually have their own social media presence so he can constantly grow an audience. But in the long run, this was Eligio Bishop's demise. Now with Joy, young lady, this is just one of many examples of the videos and the research I did from the Carbonation. This cult that he was running is that she wanted to leave. She constantly told people, hey, told us in the audience in her video that she wanted to leave. They had her chip and her cell phone, so she didn't have the ability, access to data. She had lack of communication, even if she wanted to leave, and they wouldn't release her money. So I told you before, when I'm actually still reading this book, this ebook on Kindle about how to get out of a cult, it's one of the young ladies. She was an ex-cult member of Carbonation, and he was like, one of the first things in initiation is that he take away their debit cards, their credit cards, take away all of that, all of their belongings, and alienate them and isolate them and program them whatever philosophy that he has, to the point that they can start believing and go under his wing. And next he's just he pretty much just programming them. He's taking their minds away from everything so-called nature. And I think is he takes young impressionable minds, young men and especially women, to get away from their home or whatever situations they went through, quote unquote Babylon, which he kind of referenced to the American system. And he said, hey, let's just create this world here. Join me, join Carbonation, join this, let's be in nature. And it was just very sad that I'm not gonna sit there and say he was part of this, but it was this the young lady, that Maria. This was back in June 2020, when she killed her mother. According to her, she used to be in the Carbonation. Remember, this is before she ended up killing her mother. She was there for 5 months. And of course, he is not gonna say after this went on national news that, oh, I didn't know anything about her, according to Eligio Bishop, and she really wasn't a member like that. But hey, she said she claimed she knew you, and also too, she was on video on live saying like, hey, I'm here at Carbonation, and people in the Carbonation members knew her. But anyway, they got into an argument, and they was doing some dishes, and she said, her mother, Melissa, hit her, and so she stabbed her in the head with a knife that she had in her possession, man. And she's serving 15 years right now. 15 years. She took a plea deal for 15 years, and then her parents, not her parents, but her family members believe that she should be, locked up longer. But that's just one of the main reasons. Look at the video he forced Velvet and Malia to fight on the beach, man. I can't even go ahead and showcase that because I don't want to be flagged, but that was crazy. And then in the fear rule, and the Malia didn't want to fight a fear rule. They were supposed to go out to eat, but he abusing her and saying that, because of my demons, I didn't want to, do what you told me to do. And their lives are basically, when they was in this cult, they have to do pretty much every single thing that he tells them to do. If not, they will face consequences. And it was just countless of times you had people. I think it was Interior at one time. She wanted to leave, and then she came back. I think it was, or it was Malia. It was one of them. man, and he was just belittling them each and every single day. So this is why I'm very confident, unless I could be wrong, but I'm very confident that tomorrow it's going to be the same thing. They're going to deny him. They're going to come up with these videos here, and they still all over online. You know, people talking about it, and they're gonna use this in a bond hearing or in trial. Because if he loses this and he doesn't have, and his bond is denied again, the only thing he can do is go to trial. But also too, they may get him for witness tampering, right? Because it was actually cases. This is my dog's making a mess, but it was this case that he was calling from jail, right? You know, and trying to intimidate one of the witnesses not to testify against him. Man, this is crazy. So he's gonna look at some tough time. They already denied a Young Thug. They denied Young Thug's bond, and Young Thug actually has a lot of money, you know, and he's a public figure. But I'm gonna go ahead and read this too. I can see here with the search warrants throughout this video, you know, I'm gonna have like different photos on the affidavit here for the search warrant. It's many search warrants they have for the cell phones for explicit communications. That was Naturi. Naturi was very angry about this too, because back in March 27, 2022, this year, this says Miss Noel, that's, you know, her real name, she says she found sexually explicit videos of herself on Twitter. All right, and it's stated under the name 3God _. So Mr. Eligio Bishop posted videos of them having intercourse. She stated the videos occurred while she lived at 2903 Arbitrates at the time. The video showed Miss Noel and Mr. Bishop having sexual intercourse, and Miss Noel stated on March 24, 2022. All right. That's the charge. That's a serious felony charge, the sexually explicit communications, and that's one of the reasons why you know, I have all these search warrants with these iPhones as well. If you utilize that, and you have all these explicit images, just like the revenge P word. Detective M can't pronounce it, P, I'm just gonna say P, number 3454, have knowledge of this case from my own involvement and through the collective knowledge of law enforcement. So that's just one aspect. And also too, like I said, a false imprisonment, just locking people up. I mean, I'm like, are you serious? Like, it was true, not true, but it was Tron, and he was locked up. But you know, of course, you know, he was kind of pro-gun. He was defending, you know, Eligio Bishop in that particular time, and he said I was acting belligerent. But no, you don't put no grown man in no closet. See, these are the type of evidence they're going to use against him in court, and especially in this bond hearing. So it's not looking good for your boy, man. So I want to come here and make this video because tomorrow is going to be a very interesting day. If he gets out, it ain't no telling what he's going to do, because it's very dangerous. But I highly doubt it, and he's going to be in jail for a very, very long time, you know, in the state of Georgia. But that's all we have to say. You guys tune in, like, comment, subscribe, share this video until I get a little bit more information, man. There's just so much that you can really discover here in this cult. It's just, I want to thank the content creators for taking time out their day to go ahead and expose this mess. And yeah, he pretty much done this to himself, man. You know, this is all abuse, mental abuse, physical abuse. It's ridiculous, man. So we'll have to see, man. So wow, yeah, 5 counts: false imprisonment, the R word, prohibition of nude or sexually explicit communications, it's a felony, misdemeanor, felony, serious felony. Damn, they changed this. Wow, they changed it from a felony to a serious felony. It's all from March 24, 27. So yeah, thank you for Naturi for actually, you know, going ahead and exposing this man. And I knew it was gonna be a matter of time. But like, comment, subscribe, share this video. I'm gonna go ahead and sign out here. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'm out. Deuces.